I absolutely believe that having your culture right is as important as doing your tax. You have to do it, because if you don't have your culture right, your business is going to turn to cactus at some point. I'm Michael Kennedy. I'm the founder and owner of Kennedy's Timbers. We knew we had a good business, but our business was struggling. We had a high turnover of staff, we had absenteeism, we had quality control issues, and our sales was under pressure from competitors. So we knew we had to do something different. We tried a few things, and to be honest, none of them worked really well. It was a bit like we tried lean manufacturing and other things. It was a bit like a sugar hit. It improved things for a while, but none of it had any real sustained positive improvements until we tried the program with Tony, the cultural alignment program. I thought workplace culture was a fluffy bit of nonsense, to be perfectly honest. I thought, what the hell is this waffle? We just want to produce wood, get it out the door as quick as we can, be as productive as we can, let's get the orders out to customers. I've gone, a bloke who's going to bring culture, what the hell has this got to do with our business? But I realised, having gone through it, in 10 years since we started, what a transformation it's been for our business. It's made our business much more profitable. We have greater engagement with our staff, fewer staff turnover. We have one of the best safety records in the industry, all because we got our culture and our values right. One of the greatest things about going through the program was having values that were driven from the staff, and the values that they believe were important, and to have an alignment of those values. Fundamental to our business was the core value of what we call safety, safety, safety. We also had family, we had continuous improvement, and we also had giving thanks. All of those values were important to our staff, and that's what they believe were important. So we then made sure our business was structured in a way that we lived and breathed those values, so when new staff come in, they adopt those values almost as a way of doing work at Kennedy, so it becomes entrenched. And if we talk to new staff, they would think that's how we always were, not knowing the transformation that we went through and the journey that we came through to achieve this. Once you have your values aligned from your bottom up, what that does is it sets a foundation on which you can build a really strong business or improve your business. When you have the micro strategies in place, that the staff can live and breathe each day about how they go about the business. In our business, family was important, so we restructured our working time so that we only work 4.5 days a week. We have half a day a week off. And we also don't require our staff to have doctor's certificate if they have time off. We trust them, we believe them. If they need to have time off, that's okay. And the amazing thing is, we have significantly reduced absenteeism since we've done all this. Some of the other micro strategies that we did, one of them was safety was identified as a really key value for our staff. So what we did is we introduced drug and alcohol testing for all our staff, so that our staff didn't want to be working with someone that was influenced by drug or alcohol, and by doing that, we're able to measure that. It's very easy to measure, it's cost effective to measure, and it very, very, very significantly improved our safety record to such a level now, we've got the lowest work cover premium in our industry in Queensland. The culture we have now, from having a business that I knew was a great business, to one where I had to be there all the time and drive it, I now have a business that's driven up from the staff, where our customers achieve great service, our quality control is at a high standard, our production team is world class, all driven by having our values correct. I don't even have to be here. It's wonderful to have a business like that. A lot of people wish that, but by getting the values right and having the staff drive it from the bottom up, it's possible to achieve it if you really believe in it, really invest in it, and you engage your staff in an open, frank discussion, and you are prepared to walk the talk. One of the most wonderful things that's happened out of this process, apart from all the measurable great achievements that we've done, is that we have staff that are engaged and thinking outside the square and achieving innovation and product improvements. One example is our finger jointed laminated recycled beam, first in the world, that was developed by our staff in our production facility. They came up with the idea. And why did they do that? Because one of our values is continuous improvement. They live it, they breathe it, and they came up with the idea. They tested it, and for me as an owner of a business, how wonderful is that you have staff demonstrating their engagement with the culture by doing things like this. So it's fantastic. One of our values that our staff identified was training. And a result of what we've been doing, our business was recently recognised as the winner of the Queensland Small Employer of the Year and a finalist in the National Training Awards for the Small Employer of the Year. It's a significant achievement for our business and for our team, because what it demonstrates is that we live and breathe the values of training, and we do it every single day. That's why we've got such a successful business.